How fire can a fire type be? Well, attempting to answer that age-old question, we have scoured the depths of Kanto, Johto, and Hoenn, finding the most lit as well as the most dumpster fire types. This time around, we will be traveling to Sinnoh and Unova and looking at each and every in-game fire type for how good they are. We will tier the fire type Pokemon in the following tiers. 1. Goated. For Pokemon that will carry a great chunk of your run and are not super hard to get. In general, those Pokemon will have outstanding values compared to the effort you have to invest to get them and are therefore worth getting 100% of the time. 2. Solid. Not as good as the goated ones, but totally worth the while. Those Pokemon will perform most of the time, be decently fun to use, and in general, not make your brain hurt trying to use them. 3. Not exactly good, but you can sort of make them work if you actually want to. Those Pokemon will be clunky to use or incredibly hard to get while being just average. They will, however, still have just enough redeeming qualities not to be thrown in the dumpster bin. 4. Trash. Those Pokemon will be incredibly useless or way not worth the effort of making them work. Do not use those Pokemon. Without further ado, let's go. Now, as far as Sinnoh fire types are concerned, you may not be aware of the memes that Sinnoh has basically no fire types, but the only guy we can rate is Chimchar, the fire starter. You may say, what about Sinnoh's other fire types? Well, there is Magmortar, the evolution of a Gen 1 Pokemon, which also happens to only be obtainable post-game in Diamond Pearl and to be a trait evolution, making it effectively inexistent, and also Heatran, which is a freaking post-game legendary Pokemon, though admittedly one of the best Pokemon of all time up to that point. Apart from those two, there is only Chimchar, so let's rate that, I guess. Chimchar is even more of a glass cannon than Blaziken, with firefighting being a great typing for that designation. It deals well with the first two gyms thanks to its early evolution into Monferno. Afterwards, it turns into a pretty decent Pokemon, able to handle stuff like Fantina's Duskull, Maylene's Lucario, and Mars's Perugly. And then there is Infernape. Infernape is such a phenomenal Pokemon with close combat, and it gets favorable matchups like Byron and Canis, which help him shine further. The only strictly bad matchup is against Crasher Wake, though you probably can land one close combat on something at the very least. Even in the Elite Four, Infernape is great on Will, can pull weight against both variants of Flint, and even learns Grass Knot, which is an incredibly funny birth attack. Overall, Chimchar is a goated Pokemon, and the first goated fire type in any Pokemon game in our opinion. Now, let's go on to the Unova. Thankfully, the Gen 5 Dex has more than one fire type, but let's see if there is quality to back up the quantity here. First of all is, of course, the Tepig line. Tepig has a very forgettable first gym in both editions of Black and White, but things get interesting when it evolves into Pignite at level 18. Once again, a firefighting type. As much as the type combo has been run into the ground by that point, Pignite and Emboar are different from their predecessors in that they are far from glass cannons. They are offensively potent, but slow and bulky instead of fast and frail. In both Black White and Black White 2, Pignite will be great up until Berg, as Lenora is a normal type gym leader, Roxy's ace is a Whirlipede, which Pignite loves, and Berg himself, of course, has a team that Pignite deals with very nicely, especially the ace Leavanny. Onwards, Pignite will struggle against Eliza, especially the Black-White variant with the 2-volt switching Emolga, will not be great into Clay's ground types, and even after evolving into Emboar, will also not be good into the flying type leader Skyla, except for her Skarmory in Black-White 2, which can just be sent home with fire type attacks. However, there is value to the fire starter in that it helps against everything else, including Team Plasma, infights, and so on. After Skyla, Emboar plateaus as a decent fire type, good against Black-White's Bryson, bad against Marlin, and workable against Drayden. It has a lot of decent matchups in the Elite Four too, brawling against Marshall, destroying Grimsley, and being very nice into N and some of Iris's Pokemon. Overall, Emboar is a low-tier solid Pokemon, sometimes weird to use, but definitely not a bad thing to have as bulky, hard-hitting Pokemon will always do stuff. Next up is Searing, the Fire Elemental Monkey. Pansear is first available in Black-White as a gift Pokemon for Oshawott players in order to help them against Pansage, which it obviously does very well. Otherwise, it can be found in Rustling Grass and Pinwheel Forest and evolved via Firestone. Searing has quite unimpressive stats. It gets great TM moves like Rock Slide and Focus Miss, but it really fails to do anything extraordinary. It is just there. It tries its best, like we all do. Tier. Next up is Darmanitan. Darmanitan is a very fun Pokemon. It's really frail, has middling speed, but hits like an absolute truck with freaking 140 base attack and the sheer force ability, which powers up moves with a secondary effect by a factor of 1.3 at the cost of depriving them of that secondary effect. Darm can be found as Darumaka on Route 4, which is nice for Bergs-Levani, but then fails to do much as its stats are really not up to anything in its unevolved form. A patient player will be rewarded with the evolved Darmanitan at level 35. Now, Darmanitan is not the Pokemon you send against a tough fight willy-nilly and expect to work, except if that fight is Bryson, which get absolutely scorched. The whole point of Darm is to be brought intelligently and get KOs that most Pokemon can't get. Fire does not get that many good matchups in Unova, but not many bad ones either, which turns Darm into a skill test of trying to find ways to leverage its massive attacks creatively according to what the rest of the team needs. We would have put Darm in solid, but the late evolution level pisses us off, so we are gonna put it in though early Darmanitan would probably be too much of a menace objectively. This rating regards normal form Darmanitan, Zen mode Darmanitan being much worse as it turns into a defensive Pokemon when it is at low HP, which defeats the entire purpose of being Darmanitan in the first place, so just use the normal one if you happen to like Darmanitan. Next up, we have Heatmor. Heatmor is kind of like Searing, decent moves, stats. In fact, its stats are even comparative form of than Searing's, as Searing is at least really fast and is available late in the video game. Heatmor is thus a trash tier Pokemon. Maybe you can try and make it work, but you could just use any other fire type at that point, and you'll probably be way better off. Next up is the Chandelure line. Long story short, Chandelure is an excellent Pokemon that is absolutely ruined by availability. Fire Ghost typing is great. Its stats are very usable, especially 145 in special attack. Its ability Flame Body and Flash Fire are both useful to some extent. Chandelure is good on Bryson, Caitlyn, Chantal, and you can use it as a pivot for Marshall's fighting moves, especially Mean Xiao's jump kicks. Problem is that Litwick is available around the 6th gym, evolves into Lampets at level 41, and then into Chandelure with a Dust Stone, which makes you really need to earn that Chandelure if you want one. Thus, we put Chandelure in the tier. A great Pokemon, but the effort to get it is way too much for what it does. Though, if you are willing to sacrifice your soul to this demon, it will reward you handsomely. And last but not least is Volcarona. Volcarona is that guy we all thought was a legendary from the castle ruins. In Black and White, getting Volcarona pre-Elite 4 involves going to Route 18, getting a Larvesta egg, which hatches at level 1, training it to level 59, which is a lot of training. Volcarona is mostly meant to be a post-game Pokemon in those games, in our opinion. However, in Black and White 2, you can get Volcarona in Relic Castle at level 35, a bit after Clay, which is quite early as Volcarona's stats are top tier. Now, you might think that this makes Volcarona an instant goated tier Pokemon, but we would like you to take a look at this level up moveset. This is so incredibly bad. You're stuck with freaking Fire Spin for so long that Volcarona's good stats won't really amount to much. Volcarona is saved by getting access to Signal Beam through Move Tutor, which it is great at using. Another hindrance after the Volc is that it has unfavorable matchups into Skyla, Marlin, and Drayden, which hurts it a decent amount. But in the Elite Four, it goes on to shine really bright once it gets TM Fire Blast and the aforementioned Signal Beam. There is a case for Volcarona being in the tier, but we are gonna place it in solid out of respect first and because good stats with Signal Beam will help make it less bad even in scuffed matchups. And that's it, the Gen 5 fire types, and Infernape too, I guess. Please tell us in the comments what you think of our takes and if one of these Pokemon has more niches than we thought, and check out our other type tier lists.